Hello guys, it's Around the Board Darts with Benny G, and I just want to do a quick review on this new darts website which has just been opened up by Gav from Darts Planet, who's done a fantastic job on this new website called fantasydarts.tv. Now on fantasydarts.tv, it is darts fans alike can go on there and join for free or a yearly subscription to become a VIP member, where you can actually go on and join a fantasy darts competition, like a fantasy darts league, where you go on there, make your predictions, you gain points for each correct guess, and at the winner there is a prize pool there available. I think it's a lot of fun because I enjoy the excitement of trying to guess the correct matches, and it won't only just be for the Premier League. There's going to be ones for the European Tour that are coming up, and you have to go on there and check it out. As I said, it's absolutely free, or you can pay a yearly subscription, and this entitles you to bigger prize fund pools. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm on there. My name is Benny G. Check me out and you'll be able to see how I'm doing with my predictions. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you how the website works. And Gav, if you're watching, give me a shout out, dude, because it'd be muchly appreciated. Alright, now talking about the news from around the world in the PDC at the moment. Last weekend had our Players Championship 3 and 4 where Gary Anderson got the double. He won both days and he did it fairly convincingly. On the Saturday, he actually beat Rob Cross and Peter Wright, and he beat both of those men 6-0, beating Peter Wright 6-0 in the final. Fantastic weekend for Gary Anderson. A little bit disappointing from the guys down under. Simon Whitlock and Kyle Anderson didn't have the best weekend that they've had for quite some time, and Corey Cadby was back home getting ready for his wedding. Also, notably, MVG had some time off to do some exhibitions alongside with Barneveld. They were not there, and this is what Gary Anderson had to say in his interview on the Sunday.
Oh, look, 4 titles so far this year, and this is the you said it's scrappy. You said this after the UK Open. You said it was a bit scratchy. I wasn't playing my best, but you know what? It's actually still good enough to beat all these lot and win titles. Now you say it might sound a little bit cocky, but it's true, isn't it?
It's true. You know, it's I do laugh sometimes. You know, I get away with murder sometimes at these games, but yeah, I mean, I don't put the hours in that I should be, and yeah, I'm nicking a few, so you can say it's luck.
For the Premier League of darts, Michael van Gerwen, the world #1, will be back in action after having a weekend off. And he'll probably be looking at this live on PDC TV and watching that man pick up 20 grand and wishing that he'd turned up to try and see if he could beat him. Nobody else could.
I'm lucky, Michael.
We'll see you next week. Congratulations.
Really funny stuff, guys. I think it's brilliant. There's a little camaraderie, there's a little bit of competition for prize money, because Gary Anderson in the last 2 weeks has picked up £90,000 from winning the UK Open and then winning the back-to-back titles for the Players Championship. Just a little recap from what happened last week in the Premier League. There was a few shocks there, notably. Actually, we'll just go through all the matches, and I'll give you a little bit of a taste of what I thought about the matches. First of all, Michael van Gerwen versus Simon Whitlock. Simon Whitlock absolutely blew it. He lost 7-4 to MVG, but MVG was definitely below par. He played horrendous, but who played worse was Simon Whitlock. I was yelling at my computer. I really wanted him to do a lot better. I expected him to lose by a lot more, but I expected Michael van Gerwen to play a lot better as well. This was a missed opportunity for Simon Whitlock, and he won't get that back until the later end when he plays Michael van Gerwen again. But Michael van Gerwen will probably play a lot better. Barney versus Gerwen Price. Price again missed opportunities for a point, and he probably could have even got 2 points out of this. He was 5-3 up, and Barney won the next 4 legs to win that 7-5. Very, very tough for Price to come back from here. He's the bottom of the ladder, and with only 2 points from the 5 matches played, and because all the players are quality, so it's going to be hard for him to get wins. Suljevic, demolition job. Absolute demolition job on Peter Wright, beating him 7-1. I actually predicted this one, which I was quite proud of, but I never would have expected a 7-1 thrashing of the number 2 in the world, Peter Wright. This was huge to me, absolutely huge, and congratulations to Suljevic. I was expecting a win, but not by that margin. Match of the evening, I did not guess. I was expecting Gary Anderson to win this one fairly convincingly, but surprisingly, Gurney powered through to get a draw. Gurney did have his opportunity to actually win it, but I think draw was a fair assessment of the match, and I'm sure Gurney will be happy with the way that Anderson is playing at the moment to get a point out of this one. Gurney seems to be a little bit of a hoarder of the draws at the moment, being his 3rd draw out of 5 matches played, and I'm sure he'll be hoping to start turning those draws into wins. Cross beating Smith 7-5. That was a very good win for Cross. I expected it. Smith would be upset that he couldn't keep his unbeaten run alive, but his run had to end eventually. So where does this see us with what happened on the weekend, with what happened in the Premier League last week? We move on into the 7th week in Nottingham, the Motorpoint Arena. We have another 5 matches of Premier League. I'm going to give you my predictions right now. First of all, the first match of the night is Michael Smith versus Peter Wright. Both players had a very disappointing weekend. Apart from Peter Wright had a disappointing Sunday. Peter Wright will be disappointed that he lost 6-0 on the Saturday, but he still made a final. I think that both players are still playing fairly solid, but I think this is a Peter Wright win. 7-4, I think Wright is going to beat Michael. Michael Smith is going to get his 2nd loss in a row, and it's going to be edgy times for Michael Smith if this happens, for his confidence. Simon Whitlock versus Daryl Gurney. Now, both of these players definitely had horrendous weekends, and I believe both players are going to believe they could beat each other. Simon Whitlock is going to have to prove a point after such a horrible weekend. Gurney is going to believe that Simon Whitlock is a player that he can get 2 points from, and I think the spoils are going to be shared. I think this is actually going to end up being a 6-all draw, where the first player that gets to 6, the other player is going to be edgy times to win that last leg decider. Mensur Suljevic versus Rob Cross. Another match where I believe it's going to end up as a 6-all draw. Both players are playing fairly solid stuff, and I think that the match is going to be divided equally with another point each for the guys. The 4th match of the evening is Gerwin Price versus MVG. MVG will sort himself out after a weekend off from the Players' Championship. He's going to come back stronger, and I think he's actually going to hand Gerwin Price a thrashing with a 7-3 win. Gerwin Price will be in a bit of trouble as of this week. If he loses, he's going to have to win the remainder of the matches to even have a shot of getting out of relegation. And last match of the night is RVB versus Gary Anderson. Only one winner, in my opinion. Gary Anderson's going to win this one 7-3. His form is too good for Raymond van Barneveld. Barney obviously being a 5-time world champion, but at the moment his form is, as I like to say, yo-yo-y. It's up and down, and I think that Gary Anderson is way too consistent. Hits way too many 180s, and his finishing is phenomenal at present. So I think Gary Anderson's going to get over the line in this one. Guys, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on my predictions this week? What's your thoughts about the new FantasyDarts.tv? Get on board. Have a go. Just join the free membership and tell me what you think about it. I think it's brilliant. It keeps it fun for pundits like myself and for you involved. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll catch you later. Bye. Yeah, by the way, I think you should, down the bottom, you see a little subscribe button? Yeah, just give it a little click. Why not? Just give it a little click. The one that says subscribe, just, yeah, put your mouse over it, give it a click. Ah, good job.